That's nice. Right on.
And that's a pretty hard nut to get off.
They usually get corroded. Sometimes they're.
Wow.
And they got a poly lock on them, so.
What's up, you guys? Welcome to the channel. Ingersoll Rand is my new favorite go-to brand of tools for automotive. Now, I've been using them in the industry for years. Like, you know, well, I've actually, rewind. Well, no, but I mean, Pat's been using them. You know, we just took them to this other marina. We got people using them. And
well, what's even better than that, NASCAR uses them. If NASCAR is using them, I mean, you know they got to be good. They got to be high quality tools.
Yeah, isn't that what they do? Use the Ingersoll Rand Thunder Gun.
They do, but those ones are actually like custom made and all that. But they, like when you look in a lot of the garages, we saw a lot of IR stuff all over the place when we go to the events. You know, and that's, to me, that says a lot because that's all those guys do.
Right, and you guys, you can go to any automotive shop and you talk to any mechanic that's been around for years and you say, hey, what do you think of Ingersoll Rand? You're not going to hear one bad thing, right? It's not like companies, you know, sometimes companies have bad tools they come out with, oh, this thing sucks. Yep. But Ingersoll Rand is generally, usually, always 100% quality and the right professional tool for the job. This is their 20-volt IQ line. It's been out a few years now, and I pretty much was an early adopter, and I haven't had any battery issues or anything like that. They're up to the 5 batteries now. But what I like about these tools is they're just rugged, just kind of like their other tools, all metal gears, metal casings, and you know, they get thrown around the shop, they get beat. I mean, look at this thing. This is the one I'm going to be using because I'm doing a lot of Jeep work now in the garage, and it's been a lifesaver.
No, and we gave away, I think, 10 of these a couple years ago. Not this size, but they're smaller ones. But one guy sent us a picture probably about 4 or 5 months ago, and it was literally beat to hell.
Yeah, I mean, it was this one.
Yeah, and it was beat, and it still works. The guy was just bragging about how good it was. And one thing I really love about the IR, obviously besides the power and everything like that, I love these LED lights, man. I think those are so cool.
Right, and LED lights, you guys, it has like 3 or 4 settings for dimmability, but it also has a shop light mode, which, where we were talking to Ryan at the marina, he just plops it down when he's doing out drives. It just illuminates the whole area. And I'm like, man, you know, does that kill your battery or do you notice any difference? He's like, no. He's like, it's actually awesome because I'm using the tool. I just plop it down. It's making things go faster. I don't have to take out an extra tool or anything like that or worry about any batteries for a separate light.
Yeah, exactly. Which
is cool. You guys, the W7152 has 1,500 foot-pounds of nut-busting torque. What that means is you...
1,500?
Yeah, inch pounds.
Oh, inch pounds.
No, 1,500 foot-pounds. Foot-pounds.
Wow.
1,500 foot-pounds of torque. That's almost like a car.
That's a lot of... I don't...
Now, how much car is the torque? I don't know how many.
No, but what I was going to say is I don't know of another battery-powered one that has that much battery-powered.
Right.
I'm not saying there's not, so I'm just saying...
Right, yeah, we didn't do the research. But, to me... Yeah, and here's what it is, you guys. You're in the shop. You're buying into certain lines. Everybody knows I have another brand that I use, you know, around the house. That
What's a semi-truck? I mean, like those tires. Like when you're taking those lug nuts on and off, man, that's got to be a lot.
This probably might be able to do it.
That's impressive. I mean, that's a lot. This is a lot of torque. 1,500.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And then 1,000 pounds of just regular torque when you're torquing in, you guys. On the back here, what we like is it has hand tight mode. So let's say you're doing lug nuts or something like that. You know, you don't always want to just go full in with the lug nuts in case you strip them. So you can go just hand tight mode right there, which will just help you spin it down. Wrench tight mode, and then a half power, and then full power. Forward torque. Reverse on these tools is always full torque. So what we did, you guys, is we took them out. I took them to I actually got Pat, I think, to look at one of these, and then we got Ryan over at Fox 14 Marina. You guys check them out. But he's been using Ingersoll Rand tools for a while now, other stuff. So we brought this to him just to see what he thought. And
now, do you know? Do they come just with the friction ring, or do they also have pin detent too?
I don't know off the top of my head. That's a great question, Eric. But I will put a link below.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
You're welcome. I will put a link below. You guys, you're gonna have to do some homework and go for yourself and go over to you know, IR's website. Obviously up here I want to thank Ohio Power Tool. We have their
what are we thanking them for?
because we have their information up here.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Ohio.
You guys, 8.1 inches, which means it's super short for such a high, powerful tool. I was able to get in and undo shock mounts and all kinds of stuff going underneath suspensions.
Wow. Wow, I'm just amazed by this thing. It's 60 lumens. That's like a lot of light for a little thing. It's got 60 lumen LED.
Really?
I think 60's...
60 lumen? I don't think... The cool thing about the LED is it's shadow free.
Not for like a light, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I mean, I think
I don't know. I don't think 60 is like...
I don't know.
But what I do like about it, see, as you can see, you guys, you go to the middle setting, and then you can mess with it. So there's the different luminosities.
Ooh, luminosities.
But what I do like about it is it's shadow free, especially when you're working, because it's a ring light. They really did a good job with the ring lights on here, you guys. This whole tool.
I think that's bright, dude.
Really? Well, yeah, it's bright. I mean, it's bright. It's just that, you know.
Man, it's such a cool
I wouldn't
feature.
say it's the brightest in its class. I don't know, you know. All I know is that if you're an automotive mechanic and you need to get into a tool line, IR is the place to be. I mean, granted, they don't have, all the tools that you're definitely going to want to need, like, jigsaws and stuff
they're
like that.
they're for more mechanics.
Yeah, they're for mechanics, suspension work, underneath body work. I mean, here, check that out. Just a cool little finger sander. I mean, this thing's coming.
Oh, for your nails?
No.
Oh.
This thing has come in handy so many times, you guys. Just, getting things to fit, just, burrs. They don't have a Sawzall, but they do have the mini saw, which is just like they're comparable to the air saw. So,
I like that.
I do. I love it. I love it. There's not one IR tool that I would complain about. I mean, seriously, I can't think of any IR tool that I would complain about. Even the 12-volt stuff has its place. I love the 12-volt ratchets. I think they're great. I love the big ratchet. I think it's great. It's just quality stuff. It's professional. If you're a professional, this is where
Do they have all, like, battery powered? I mean, like, if you're a mechanic, can you get IR, just the one battery platform, and do, like, all your work? Or are you still going to have, like, say, Milwaukee's got a tool for automotive that IR doesn't have, or is it something like that? Like, if I'm a mechanic, can I invest in this and just be able to work on a car?
Yes.
Okay.
To your main tools, to your suspension work, to your taking out nuts, your nut driving, your ratchets, your impact tools. I mean, they have this tool right here, which is the hammerhead. It's an angle impact, you guys. And what's cool about this is I was talking to Ryan at the marina, and he uses it to break loose. And then he'll use the actual ratchet to go on because he feels like he has more control over it, how tight it's going. But this can get into a tight, I mean, look at that. I mean, I don't know, that's like 3 inches, 4 inches. That can get into a tight area with a socket, and boom, you're breaking free. Yeah, it's not the most powerful as this, but it's getting into that tight area.
It's designed for specific use.
Right. And IR is starting to learn, they're like, this is where they are. It's like, hey, we're underneath these vehicles. We've been in this business for years. We know what the people want. Now we're trying to get away from, I mean, they're not trying to get away from air because air has its place and they do build pneumatic compressors and pneumatic tools, really good ones. But there's like, hey, people just want compact power, get in the tight areas, get the job done, and the battery to last all day.
Yeah.
So, pretty cool. What I want to do is I want to take this out to like Discount Tire. I'd love to take this to Discount Tire with 2 batteries and give it to them, just be like, hey, let's see if this thing lasts you a day and see what they think.
It'd be great if you brought it over there and they're like, we already got them, dude. We're already using them.
Yeah, we're already using. No, they don't, because I was over there the other day. They are using IR stuff, but they're all pneumatics.
I was gonna say, like, with them, as much as they're doing, I would just think the pneumatic.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, that would have been a great test, but obviously that's for a different video. You guys, check it out.
Does the battery last long? I mean, are you... Like, what are you doing with this one mostly? Suspension?
This one I did my shocks, my suspension for breaking free, because this one actually wouldn't break it free. It was so rusted. This is break it free, put it on the bumper. Wheels, I use this for wheels constantly. This one actually will do wheels, but I just feel a little more confident with this one on the wheels.
Gotcha.
But pretty much all my big stuff is going with this. This is just smaller stuff, and then I'm gonna go with the big ratchets. What I like about the ratchets is, basically everybody thinks, oh, this ratchet won't break something free. It's not about the power, the braking power in this tool right here. This tool is basically to aid you spinning a nut, right? So if I have a nut coming off, what I'm going to do is if it's too powerful for the tool, which it most likely is, I can just hold the trigger and use this as a breaker bar and snap it free, hit the button, and then I'm able to take the nut off. Or putting it on.
We don't want nuts falling off.
Well, no. You can nut it in. Right? And then I can just you know,
Yeah, hang
actually
crank
that's breaking free, but this will be tightening. But, you know, and just get
Lefty loosey, righty tighty, right?
Actually, that's how I remember it.
That's how I remember it.
Yeah, lefty two.
Just like the north, east, west, south, and all that stuff. Where that stuff is.
And are you guys ever under a car and you're all backwards and you have to think it out in your mind? You're like, wait a second, righty tighty, lefty loosey. Which way am I going? Because there's nothing worse than tightening when you think you're loosening.
I know.
You guys check it out, see what the pros thought of this. Comment below, what do you guys think of Ingersoll Rand? I'm going to go out on a limb, you guys. I'm going to say that this is probably one of my favorite tools for 2018, for sure. And I would say 3 months ago, it wouldn't be, because I wasn't too much into automotive. You know, we were just tools all over the place. We're working on houses, we're working on, you know, this kind of stuff. But now that I'm really getting hardcore back into automotive, I see the value in these tools. I just, you know, and come on, I'm tools in action. Your tools in action. We can pretty much get whatever tool we want, you know, and show it to you guys. But this is the tool I'm gonna go for all the time.
Any tool we want. How come I don't have any IRs?
Because you don't work on cars. It's for people that work on cars.
How do you know, dude? I put air in my tires, dude.
Yeah, and you have a hard time with that, Eric.
I do.
Tools in action, you guys. Check it out. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram. Don't forget to check out everything. Stories on Instagram. Every day we're posting like 3 or 4 videos. Today we posted some Jeep video. Tools in action,
Will you
you
show me
guys.
how to put air in tires now?
Yeah, I will.
You. All right, let's go do it.
You gotta get a straw and blow.
Oh,
it takes a little while, but we'll get it going.
2 straw is a big McDonald's straw or just a regular straw?
Yeah, like when your car doesn't start in the morning, Eric, check your air in your tires.
Oh, I do, all the time.
Yeah, because that could be the problem. Tools in action. What's up, Ryan? How you doing?
What's going on?
What are you working on today?
Winterizing boats. Get them put away as fast as we can and as thoroughly as possible.
What do you think of it?
That's sick, LED. That'd be nice.
I mean, do you run into stuff where this other stuff won't take it off? Because, dude, that will take off pretty much anything.
I've had a few, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, some of the stuff that comes from like salt water and stuff, you got to break them loose, but that would definitely handle it.
Yeah.
For sure.
Do you do heavy work like that, like trailer work maybe or something?
Trailer work, the boats, like I said, the boats are in salt water.
Wheel studs,
Everything's,
we have to pull some wheels off.
you know, motor mounts are corroded, if not completely rusted, and usually you try to burp them with something like that and see what happens. It's real easy.
So what do you think of that thing?
Nice. Real nice.
So for all your
Power.
heavy duty stuff?
I like the torque options and the settings in the back. Very cool.
Sweet.
Very nice. Real nice. Can't wait to use it on something heavy duty.
That is nice. Really nice. Man.
You want to try? You want to try on something?
Yeah. Sounds way different
Then what? The previous
than the
gen?
previous, yeah. One without all the features, and it's. I think it's shorter.
Yeah, it's smaller.
It's got to be other ones like that.
Now
like
the
that.
ring on the front.
Put it on finger tightening here. That's handy. Obviously I'll torque these the right way.
Wow.
So Big difference.
How do you like this thing though?
It's been great.
Yeah?
It's the go-to. I leave it out. I leave all of them out for the guys to use because they love them. Beats air all day long.
Yeah.
Yeah, so,
Nice, man. Yeah, they're getting pretty beat now.
yeah. They're used all day, every day.
Battery life is good.
Oh, phenomenal. It's amazing how long they
I know, right?
I probably charge them once every 2 weeks, maybe.
Yeah, I don't get it. It's weird.
It's crazy.
It's like really good. And then here's his. This is your baby compact.
Yeah. I love that one because it's 3/8. That's really handy for interior seat belts and all that.
Really?
Removing them.
Takes them
Because
off.
they really torque those in.
Wow.
And so rather than having to break them all loose by hand, that's the go-to for the taking out seat belts and stuff.
Wow.
Remember, for more exciting tool action, go to toolsinaction.com.